Well, it's the 4th of July weekend, or as my dogs like to call it, Scary, Scary Boom Boom Night. But as Americans, we need to remember days like this and celebrate them like our forefathers intended us to, by blowing up fireworks in the street and having a family barbecue. I think my neighbors have already started. Just a few things to cover this holiday weekend. Not a lot going on. People on vacation. Feels like somebody's cooking you for dinner every time you step outside, but we persevere. Anomaly is having 4 get-togethers over the next few weeks. Some of them you can just show up for, but if your kids want to go to Topgolf events, they need to get signed up on the website, as those spots are limited. On July 5th, they'll be at Wally Burger at 11:30 a.m. I've been assured this is a real place. On July 7th, a trip to Topgolf. On July 12th, a hangout at the Habit Burger Grill. This place is actually pretty good, so if you drop your student off, maybe stop and stay and get yourself some lunch. And finally, on July 21st, another trip to Topgolf. Those are some of our youth events, but if your red, white, and blue veins are pumping, don't worry, we have another Family, Faith, and Freedom Town Square on July 11th at the church. Please register if you want to go. Childcare is available for $5 per family. On July 30th, some of our youth are going to be headed to California to help provide a summer camp for some kids that otherwise wouldn't get one. You know, I need to find my own mission work myself that lets me go to the California wilderness during the Arizona summer. I have to look into that. This actually ties right in with our backpack drive. We're going to have more info this week, but you can get a head start now. It's somewhat last minute, but we're actually going to be taking backpacks to the kids' summer camp that our youth are going to in order to help those kids start their school year with something they might also otherwise not normally get. We don't want to forget about our own family, though. If you or your family are in need of some help, get in touch with us at the church, and we want to help you out with this backpack drive as well. No Love Your Marriage date night this month, guys. You're going to have to figure out your own date night. But if you screw it up, don't worry, they'll be back in August. On the horizon, we have a couple events coming up. A men's breakfast on August 20th, the women's retreat on September 9th through 11th, and our rescheduled family campout on September 30th. We're kicking off a new teaching series next week, going through the book of Jonah for 4 weeks. And I want to give you a little sneak peek at our Jonah trailer. So we're going to end this week's updates with that. Hope you enjoy.
A long time ago, there was a man named Jonah.
That's the whale story.
Well, there definitely is a big fish, but it's about more than just a whale. He was told by God to go to a city called Nineveh because of how bad it had become.
Did he go?
No, he did not. In fact, he was actually running from God.
You can't run away from God. He's omnipresent.
That is surprisingly right.
And he has big legs.
That's what I expected, yeah. So God sent a terrible storm to the boat that Jonah was on.
Is he gonna die?
Actually, scholars have been debating this for years. It's ambiguous. Oh, sorry, yeah. And then God sent a great fish to swallow Jonah. In that dark and scary place, Jonah did the only thing he could do. He started running to God.
In the whale?
Figuratively. Jonah prayed to God and asked for forgiveness. God told Jonah again to go to Nineveh. Jonah listened this time and finally began running with God. Jonah walked to the center of Nineveh and called on the people to repent. The king called on everyone to ask for forgiveness. God decided not to destroy the city. Do you think Jonah was happy here? He wasn't. In fact, he began running against God. He was angry because he didn't think Nineveh deserved God's forgiveness.
What did God do?
Well, there was this tree and this worm involved, but really, God asked Jonah if it was right for him to be so angry.
If God forgave Jonah, then Jonah should forgive Nineveh.
That's right. We don't really know what Jonah decided.
Then what does it mean?
Well, it means